Hey, I'm gonna film my first Get Ready With Me. Stay tuned.
I've never done one before, but I think you just get ready and talk, I think. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting ready for a girls' party. I'm going to like a girls' event, girls' party. I'm feeling kind of anxious because I haven't been around a lot of people for a while. I've only been around like 1 or 2 people, but I don't know, sometimes I get like socially anxious, like being around a lot of people. So I'm taking my anxiety medication, my clonazepam. I don't know why it's powdered, but it just is. I washed it down with coffee. Pretty ironic. But coffee sometimes makes me anxious, but it really does give me that serotonin I need. First, I need some good moisturizer. This is La Roche-Posay. I just got out of the shower. I went to the gym today, and the first time in forever. Because I've just been feeling, I don't know, I've been in like a rut. I haven't been posting on YouTube. I haven't really been meeting my friends. I haven't been working out. I haven't been eating good. You know when you're in that rut? But today, I posted on YouTube. I went to the gym. I ate pretty good. And a few days ago was the first day of spring. It was the spring equinox. And I feel like maybe unconsciously that affected me. And it's like, okay, new season, new start, blank slate type thing. It's like another chance to become anew. I love my gym because it's a lot of just old people. And they're slow, you know, and I don't know, it's not like the super buff, you know, influencer people. So I don't really feel as intimidated. Not that I wouldn't go to a gym with a bunch of those people, but I don't know, sometimes I'll compare myself too much to them. But when it's older people, like grandmas and grandpas, I'm like doing the same thing as them. Okay. I've been breaking out a little bit here, look. I was on Accutane for a while, and it got rid of all my pimples, but recently my forehead, ugh. I need to buy a new one. Ugh. I'm gonna wear a full face today, not just concealer. So I have NARS. I already feel more relaxed, but my anxiety medication really helps. I get kind of worried to carry that powdered anxiety medication around because it kind of looks like, you know what? And I have a huge like shoebox of like probably 100 of those packs. It kind of looks sketchy. It looks sketchy, and I don't even know if it says clonazepam on them. But yeah, I was taking the clonazepam, the powdered medication, 3 times a day because my anxiety was so bad. It was really bad a couple years ago. I woke up so early every morning and I felt like I couldn't breathe and I couldn't sleep, and I was living with my mom. It was after college. I was living with my mom in Las Vegas and I just couldn't function. I couldn't do anything. And we went to the doctor, and even at the doctor I had to lay down. I couldn't even like sit normally in the seat because I was just so anxious, and I was like, oh my god, I'm dying. Like I just always felt like I was having a heart attack or something. And then she gave me some anxiety medication, and then I had to listen to like this same meditation, or not medication, meditation. I had to listen to this same meditation on repeat in order to fall asleep every night. And I slept in bed with my mom because I was just, I don't know, it was a very low point for me. And it was right after I had like a stroke in my right eye, in my retina. I had a retinal occlusion. So I like lost a lot of vision in my right eye. And then this other doctor thought I had lupus or another autoimmune disease. So like just so much weird health stuff was happening, and I think that really made my anxiety just get crazy. But since then it kind of leveled out. But it came back last year. I was in a language school and I took the intensive course. So I was there 3 times a week from 9 to 12:30, and every class we had a test and a presentation. And I was also working full time, and I was doing talent work, I was doing English teaching, I was doing translating, I was going to the gym. I was doing too much, and I really, best cheek powder. I felt myself falling behind so much because I just couldn't keep up, because I didn't really have time to study. I didn't really have, I was just so busy. And I don't know, during the presentations, we would go up with a group and we would read like a article in Japanese, kind of like all together. And I remember, even though I was with a group, I wasn't alone in the front of the class. I'd have my paper and the teacher would be like, okay, 1, 2, read. And I was just like, and I just couldn't. So I would like mouth the words but not say it. No words came out. And I was like, and it was the weirdest thing. Like I just couldn't talk. Nothing came out. It was truly a debilitating thing. And then I remember like I just felt like I was gonna cry in front of the classroom. And then after, I was just shaking so much, and I would go to the bathroom and just cry and just like, but it was more of like an overwhelming cry. And that happened to me a few times in the class. I almost cried in class, and so I had to go to the bathroom, but I don't know. Yeah, so that's when I started to take this clonazepam 3 times a day, but I don't need it 3 times a day anymore. I have my Lexapro, which I take every day, and that kind of makes me less anxious and less depressed. It's an antidepressant. And then I take this anxiety powder, clonazepam, when I feel like I need it, which is today, just because, I don't know, just kind of starting to do things again, go back to the gym, post on YouTube, go to bigger social events. I feel like it's just a nice buffer. So the weather is getting better, so I think my skin will be less dry, hopefully. This is probably not older than me. This is probably 10 years old. I'm such a clean, neat freak and all that stuff in my house, but when it comes to makeup, I feel like my cleanliness goes out the door. I'll use but I think everyone does that. Everyone uses their old products. So today, I don't know, I feel like I've been dressing and doing my makeup kind of normal. Not that that's a bad thing, but I want to look a little more myself today, a little more edgy, a little more goth, a little more grunge. Maybe I'll look like a vampire today. Oh. Trying to snatch the jawline. When I was in university, I went through a phase where I was into plastic surgery and injections. I got lip fillers. They only lasted like a year though. I really liked them. And I also got, I forget what it's called, Kybella. I got Kybella. And they injected like a fat dissolving substance into your chin, and it was supposed to, make you super snatched right here. But it truly did not work. I spent $600 on it using a credit card, and it just didn't work. And I went back to the clinic, and the plastic surgeon, he was this creepy old guy. He put his hand on my thigh and said, "Sweetheart, you don't need it." And I was like, what? And then I was like, well, I want it just sharper here. I was kind of delusional. And he's like, well, the only way we can actually do it is if we cut here, take out some muscle, and then sew it back together, which we're not doing. So I spent $600 for nothing. But that's okay. But it really is about angle and stuff. Like, normally I'm like this, but if I do the mewing, whatever, where you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth, I guess that helps. But who cares? Who cares? What? You're not gonna talk to me? You're not gonna like me if I have a... I don't care. I want to stop being hard on myself. And everyone else should too. Don't be hard on yourself. I really shouldn't be drinking coffee. I'm pretty sure I have a stomach ulcer. Again, I always think I have one. Because I do have gastritis, which is the inflammation of the stomach wall. You know how I found that out? I got a double colonoscopy and endoscopy in one day. It was horrible. I planned it because I went to the gastrointestinal doctor and I was like, hey, I think I might have a stomach ulcer because my tummy hurts. And it feels tight and just uncomfortable. And he's like, we need to do an endoscopy and a colonoscopy. I was like, all right. The day of, I got so nervous and I called and I was like, I can't come. Sorry. And then I was on the phone with like the receptionist and they're like, hold on. And then the doctor comes on the phone. Hello? Why aren't you coming? And I was like, because I'm scared. And he's like, don't be scared. You have to come today. Like, he was really convincing me to come. And then I finally was just like, okay. But, and if some people don't know, an endoscopy and a colonoscopy is when they put a camera down your throat. That's the endoscopy. And then colonoscopy is a camera up your booty. I thought I would be asleep. That's what I thought. And then I learned that they give you like a very small amount of anesthesia. So I felt the whole thing. Let's just say that. I felt like there was a hand up in my intestine, going like this. And then down my throat with that camera, I just felt like I wanted to burp. It was the weirdest thing. And I remember in my mind, I was thinking like, I was like, how should I ask for more anesthesia? But I just couldn't, I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing here. They don't really, I guess to prevent like addiction to opioids, they're not big on, yeah, they're just really strict with drugs here. They're strict with even like pain reducing drugs. They're strict with a lot here. But yeah, that was tough. And then the results, I was cracking up. They give me a picture. So I have a picture of here and, you know, down there. And, like, the inside of everything. Which is pretty interesting. I never knew what it looked like. I should frame it in my room. But they did find out that I had, like, mild gastritis, inflammation of the stomach. Which was... And then I was like, okay, what do I do? And they're like, well, just avoid coffee and don't be stressed out, and kind of didn't really give me the best. I mean, I guess it is a lot my responsibility what I need to do, but I thought like they could do something. But they gave me like a few pills to take, but I think at the end of the day it is up to me. It is up to my diet. I put too much blush. No. I really like to put glittery stuff here. But sometimes it looks like a bruise. But I don't know, it's cute. This is my first day off in a while. It's not my first day of nothing because I am going to the party, but it's my first day of no work in a long time. I've just been, I don't know, I've been really busy recently. When I lived in Osaka, I used to work as an actor for a kids web series, and we also did like live performances. We took like a mini tour around Japan and like performed. It's like The Wiggles, if you ever seen that. So my old boss asked me like, "Hey Chloe, do you want to do the performances with us again?" So I've been doing that a lot. I like went to Nagoya, Osaka, here in Tokyo. And yeah, really early mornings, a lot of rehearsals, so I've been tired from that. And I've been shooting a short film, which has been a lot. It's been really fun. I'm excited. I have a lead role, so I'm really excited, and there's a lot of dark emotions, which is something I've wanted to get into because I've done like more kids acting for a while. So it's nice to kind of have more of that switch to more drama. I love it, but it's just tiring. And it's tiring because a lot of the scenes they require a lot of emotion. Like I try to make myself tear up in a lot of the scenes. And to do that, I think of some dark things in my past. And we have to do a couple of takes. So I'm rethinking that, you know? So after, I'm just like, shoot, like, I'm kind of sad. I really am kind of sad now. My acting teacher always is like, "Chloe, don't do that." Like, she thinks you shouldn't be thinking of dark things in order to feel those dark emotions. I guess more like for ethical purposes, but for me, it helps. Yeah, it could take a toll. I don't know. It's not horrible. It's not the end of the world. It's nothing I can't handle. I used this old mascara as an eyebrow pencil. Or not eyebrow pencil. What is it? Eyebrow brush thing? I used to shave half my eyebrows off and draw like the arch, but it's too much work. I'm trying to be as like low maintenance as possible. I used to do the whole shebang. I used to get fake tan lip injections, eyelash extensions, my eyebrows done, my nails done, hair extensions, you know, just everything. But now I don't really do anything. Life is going fast. It's always been going fast, but recently it's just a lot faster, it seems. And the days that I teach English, I of course ask the kids, like, how's it going? Because I teach like an after school program, so I ask like, how's it going at your normal school? And a lot of them are just like, oh, I hate school, I just want to be done. And I tell them, I'm like, you know, don't wish for that. Savor your youth, enjoy your time. But I remember people telling me that when I was younger too, and I was just like, you don't understand. But now I do understand. But I think you can't really tell that to kids. I think that's the thing about advice. You could give all the advice in the world, but I think people truly learn through experience and once it happens to them. You know, words are just words. And I think people need to learn through experience. I have. Like when I always think with my ex-boyfriend, such a toxic relationship. He would cheat on me all the time. He was just a mess. And yeah, I mean, I could list, there's other things, I'm not going to mention it here, but my friends and family gave me so much great advice. I got advice online, I got advice from my therapist and everything, but I didn't take any of it until I experienced the worst of the worst with it. That's when I finally learned, and I was like, okay, now I need to, you know, cut this loose. But yeah, I think advice, and I'm sure a lot of people are like this, like you can hear a bunch of advice about what you should do in your life, but I think you need to experience the consequences of things in order to truly follow advice. Does that make sense? I guess I call it learning the hard way. I always learn the hard way. I might fix my eyeliner. Oh, is it even? It's not even. Eyelash curlers scare the out of me. And I hate when people curl my eyelashes for me. At shoots, a lot of the time, people will. And I know they're just doing their job, but it scares me because I feel like it's so easy to pinch, your eyelid. It kind of is the same feeling as if someone's putting a bike helmet on me and they're clipping that thing here. I always think they're gonna pinch that skin right there. It's the absolute worst. I saw this thing on the internet, and this girl, she like put a blow dryer to her eyelash curler and it made it curl really nicely. I'm too lazy for that. So many beauty hacks. There's too many hacks. Sometimes, you know what? I'm just gonna take the long road. The non-hack road. If you don't open your mouth while you're doing mascara, who are you? Why do I open my mouth? Why do we open our mouth? So weird, right? Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to be showing all the products. I don't know if you guys care. I just use e.l.f. eyeliner, this mascara, I want to take a little break and eat this. I got this from Family Mart. It's like the Blue Green brand. I'm pretty sure it's plant-based. It's a garlic rice ball. Garlic onigiri. I love garlic, but my breath is gonna stink. Everyone talks about garlic breath. Do you not like the smell of garlic? Yeah, it may linger on someone's breath, but doesn't that make you hungry? If I smell garlic, I'm hungry. So if you have garlic breath, I think I like it. I kind of want to go for a black lip. First, gotta moisturize with this lip mask. I like it. I don't know how to say this. Laneige. I always mess up black lipstick. I have this. Maybe I should put red in the middle. Would that be first or second? I don't know. kind of cute. I think this is okay. Maybe. Okay, for my hair, my straightener like doesn't work. No, look. No! Why? Okay, it's working. Please. I'm just gonna straighten my bangs. I don't know. I don't really do much with my hair except just like straighten my bangs, and I put like this hair milk on the rest. I really need a new straightener. Literally, like, it turned off. But I'm just trying to like straighten it quickly while the heat's still there. What's going on? Cooperate. Please cooperate. It's okay. It's so-so. Not looking amazing, but it will do. It will do. Okay, I need to pick an outfit. I want to look grunge, so probably all black. My hands are shaking because of coffee. No, just a little bit. Okay, hold on. Okay, so maybe I'll wear this skirt, this crop top, QQQ each. It's a really cool all-girls hardcore band. And maybe like a blazer over it. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so this is pretty cute, I think. And it's like pretty warm today, so that's why I feel comfortable wearing the tummy shirt. But I'm not gonna walk around like this. I mean, you could, but I don't like people staring. So I'm gonna like button this up. And now I'm gonna add some accessories. I have this bracelet, this ring, just normal hoop earrings, this necklace that my friend Amy made. I got this at a random store in Osaka. So this is the look. I will wear tall boots with this, like up to here. But no shoes inside Japanese apartments. Sorry. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty grunge. It's funny, I've had a lot of people say, you don't match your look. Like, I feel like I look like I should be, no, I act like I should be, like I act more bubbly and like sweet and soft. But I feel like my exterior is more hard and cold. But I guess contrast is important. This is without the jacket, but I look a little like buff. I'm gonna beat someone up. I'm gonna beat someone up. Do I look buff? A little bit. I'm flexing with all my might. With all my might. My child says hello. Thank you. I didn't raise her this way. Thanks for watching. I hope I did this get ready with me correctly. Yeah. I just got ready and talked. I think that's... But yeah, I hope this nice weather lasts. I want to go to the park soon. I want to have a picnic soon. But I already feel myself sweating. I feel my armpits sweating. My armpits sweat a lot. How about you? Please let me know in the comments if you too suffer from armpit sweats. Wish me luck at this girls' event. I think I'll be fine. I'm just a socially awkward, anxious person recently. Bye!